What if India, a key partner to the United States, is about to make a move that could redefine global alliances? Prime Minister Modi is considering a trip to China for a major summit with President Putin. This isn't just a meeting, it's a calculated decision that puts India at the very center of a new power dynamic. Why would India, a member of the Quad alliance with the US, even consider this? In this video, we're breaking down how India is navigating threats from a potential new US administration and charting its own course between global superpowers, and what it means for the idea of an America First world. Okay, it all starts with a high-stakes challenge from Washington. Former President Donald Trump is on the campaign trail, threatening a massive 60% tariff on China and warning allies like India of penalties for its long-standing relationship with Russia. For a nation like India, which prides itself on strategic autonomy, these aren't just threats, they're a direct challenge to its sovereignty and foreign policy. For decades, India has maintained an independent path, and being told who its friends can be is a non-starter. The pressure from the US, especially concerning India's purchase of Russian oil, hasn't isolated Russia. Instead, it's compelling India to reinforce its alliances and explore alternatives, proving that pressure tactics can often backfire spectacularly. To understand this geopolitical chess game, you have to see it from New Delhi's perspective. First up, India. Prime Minister Modi is navigating a complex world. On one hand, India is a crucial member of the Quad, an alliance with the US, Japan, and Australia aimed at balancing China. On the other, it has a historic, time-tested friendship with Russia and is a key player in BRICS. When a potential US president threatens penalties, India doesn't panic. It leans on its other partnerships. This isn't about abandoning the West. It's a masterclass in multi-alignment, ensuring India is never dependent on a single power bloc. Next, Russia. For Putin, facing Western sanctions, strengthening ties with India is an economic and diplomatic lifeline. It proves he can't be isolated and creates new avenues for economic growth. And China, they see a complex opportunity. Getting closer with Russia while keeping talks open with its regional rival, India, is a chance to build a new world system that doesn't depend on the US, even with underlying tensions. So, what does this cooperation actually look like on the ground, and what's in it for India? The primary goal is to create an economic system less vulnerable to US pressure. A huge part of this is the push for de-dollarization within the BRICS framework. For India, trading in local currencies with partners like Russia and China reduces risk and strengthens its own economic sovereignty. It's a pragmatic step to insulate its economy from the weaponization of the dollar. The other major play is simply boosting trade within this bloc. If the US builds tariff walls, it naturally encourages these nations to build deeper economic ties with each other. And while this isn't a formal military alliance, joint military exercises, particularly between Russia and China, send a clear signal of growing strategic convergence, a development India is watching very closely. This is one of the biggest power shifts in our lifetimes, and it is happening right now. If you want to see what happens next in this global showdown, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. What we're witnessing isn't the birth of a simple anti-US bloc, but a world shifting towards multiple centers of power, with India determined to be one of them. But this potential super team has a huge problem: the deep and abiding mistrust between India and China. Their unresolved border disputes remain the single greatest obstacle to a true strategic triangle. This is why India's strategy is not about choosing sides, but about maximizing its own influence. It will continue to be a pillar of the Quad, while simultaneously engaging with Russia and China through platforms like BRICS. This is India's doctrine of multi-alignment in action. The threats from Washington are merely accelerating this process, forcing every player to show their hand. The pieces are moving. The question isn't if the world is changing anymore. The real question is, how will giants like India decide our future?